Hi everyone, it's Mariella from Binary Option Sheriff. Today is the 31st of October. It's past 1 o'clock, and today we are going to be doing two things. We are going to do our first withdrawal with GT options. Let me move my screen so we can have a look at the amount we have here. We have had several trades with auto trading last Friday. If you can have a look at my screen here, we see that all these trades were on the 28th, so this is last Friday. It was a full day of trading starting at 10:15 in the morning all the way to quite late in the evening, down to, I don't know, 6 o'clock. Yeah, here we go. That was the last trade that we took. On Friday we had 9 wins and 2 losses. That made it an 81.8%, and our current balance is standing at 3419. As promised, today I am going to be making my application for withdrawal with GT options. As you can see, my balance on the interface is the same here as it is on the app, and I am going to post in my application for withdrawal for 3,000. So this is my withdrawal request, and my withdrawal request is now pending approval. So I will have to wait a couple of days. Usually it takes about 3 to 4 days for the first withdrawal. My balance is now reduced and standing at 419, and the same, it's at 419 standing on my SnapCash binary interface. I have upgraded my account, and I am now using not only GT options, but as you can see, Trade Extra, and I encourage you to do the same, as many have done successfully, and that is to click on the link below and subscribe to SnapCash binary. So my balance with Trade Extra is standing at 3387, which is the time that we started off with this balance today. And the first thing we do today, I will tell you what my strategy for trading is to look at our Forex calendar. This is the time we are at now. It's 1 o'clock, and for those who have asked, how do I synchronize my clock? This is how you do it. From Forex Factory you can get this drop down menu, and you can coincide your time on your clock with Forex Factory to be identical with that of your broker. And also, as you can see, I have the same time on my broker's platform because I will be trading manually today. And the same, of course, I have the same balance and also the same time on my SnapCash binary interface. As you can see, I have to say I like the interface of Trade Extra a lot better than that of GTO, but I want to make a note about something very important that I want to talk to you about today, and that is the signals. I prefer to see the signals from the bottom scroll instead of from the top bar, for the very simple reason that the top bar, we have the trades being shown in real time. So what happens is that we can have change of indicators happening every single second, because I've realized that the top part, we will have the trade going up and down, reflecting the movement of the currency pair. So I am looking at the Australian Canadian, as could be seen from the bottom scroll. I am in the middle of the Bollinger Band, and these little dots here are the parabolic SAR. So those are the two trend rates I am looking at. I can prepare my trade setup for 100 sterling for the Australian dollar and Canadian, and my indicator had been to take a call. So I will take my call position, and my trade is being approved. So I have one trade which is open at the moment, and this is the Australian Canadian. I will have to wait more or less 15 minutes until this trade expires. As you can see, no, it's 12 minutes actually, because the This was taken at 13:48 and the trade expires at 2 o'clock. So we will have to wait a few minutes. However, it is very important to understand why we have taken this trade up. So now we are just a few seconds before expiry, and we have exactly our expired position, as we have seen, that went in the money. This is the expired position, and this is the Australian Canadian dollar which we have taken, and this is our first winning trade for today. Our payout is at 70, and this should be reflected in our balance, correct? So the balance is also the same for on the platform that we have for SnapCash binary, and we can start preparing a setup for another trade, and I will take you through how I decide on the strategy. As you can see, you have quite a lot of different possibilities and options. I stopped on the euro Australian dollar, which is giving me an indication of put trade. So I will have a look at my charts again, and we will see together whether it makes sense for us to take the Australian with euro with the Australian dollar. I'm preparing my trade setup, but I'm not going to take it yet because I have to consult my charts. So here I am looking at the charts. This is the euro US dollar. Here we go, euro AUD. Perfect. The Bollinger Bands are set. If you can see, the Bollinger Bands are indicating a middle trade. So I will wait a little bit longer until the rate goes up a little bit higher before I take the down trade. With the Bollinger Bands, you have to remember that it is very important for the trade to be outside the bands themselves. Once it is outside the bands themselves, then it is safe to take the trade downwards. So let's wait a little bit longer and have a look and see what's happening between the euro and Australian dollar. Remember that the signal was a put signal, and therefore we have to wait for the right time. As you can see, the rate keeps on reaching towards the top part of the Bollinger Bands. Once it touches the top part of the Bollinger Bands, then I will feel safe to take the trade down. And this is exactly the strategy that we have been discussing previously, even in other YouTube sessions that I have made, the reasons why I take a trade in one direction or another. The Bollinger Bands for me are what help me. It's a very good indicator that helps me decide to make my trade. As you can see, the trade is now at the very top of the Bollinger Band, so my resistance level has been reached. I will check on the time. 3 o'clock is my earliest expiry time, so that gives me 25 minutes. This trade is going to be a 25-minute trade. So the direction is a put. So the time now is 2:35, and I can just have maybe one last look at my charts and make my decision to take the trade. Perfect. As we can see, it has hit and it is retracing. Therefore, we can see that there will be a change of direction. I will take my trade. Processing request. And here we go. Position has been approved, so I have taken my second trade with the indicator. If we have a look at our open positions, we see that the position has been opened. We have 25 minutes within which this trade will expire, and I will be back when the trade is close to expiring so that we will see the result together. I'll be back very shortly. 15:02. Our open positions have been just closed, actually closed 2 minutes ago. I missed the position because I was doing some other work. However, let's have a look at the expired position, and the expired position between the euro and US dollar has expired in the money, and we have made our second successful trade. If we have a look at the charts to see what happened, this is the point at which we took our trade. If you remember, we were just at the top of the Bollinger Bands. The price went actually a little bit higher, but as you can see, the reversal that we were expecting continued to happen and will probably continue dropping for the next 20 minutes or so. So even if the trade had been a little bit longer, you remember it was for 30 minutes, so even here we are looking at 10-minute bars, so exactly the 30 minutes that we needed were perfect. The trend continues to be confirmed downwards, and that is how we have been successful with this trend indicator, making sure that we enter at the correct time. Balance stands at 3530.50. 2 winning trades today. I have done the manual trading so that I can explain also to my subscribers who have been saying, please share your strategy when you do manual trading. And one other thing which is quite important, the reason why I choose to trade on the broker's platform instead of using the app for manual trading is that it gives me more flexibility of when I enter the trade. Just one last thing for all my subscribers, I have a gift for you. Please subscribe for free to my ebook, The Secret Trader. A lot have been finding it beneficial. So far we have more than 300 free downloads given to our subscribers. Remember that getting an education is your best key to having trading success. Thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you will have good trades.